My friend, I'm struggling. We are in the same WhatsApp. I am struggling. My belly is big. Tukipigwa picha ni meza ya tumbo, and then after kumeza you are like back to factory reset. Mtu asikupe pressure huku nje. So but of course there is something you can do about your belly, and that is what I'm doing right now. Sometimes you can funga that belly, unaweza ifunga. Sometimes you can do after bath you can heat with hot water using a towel and all. Okay, there are some many two things, but for me I just say just take it easy, but funga tumbo yako. Yeah, funga. Mimi I am guilty as charged. Sikufunga the way I wanted, but it is because maybe some of our bodies heal differently. Yeah, we have very different body types, and if ukikaza you might have some breathing systems and some breathing problems and all that, but just make sure you do something. For me, I have not done anything. Kama iko flat, ilikuwa flat immediately after birth. Hapo kidogo kidogo sasa imekuja ikiongezeka because as baby grows ndio anahitaji kunyonya more. So imekuja ikiongezeka, lakini ukiniona kwa picha jua nimemeza tumbo. But sikuwe na pressure. Itaisha tu. And nitawapeleka that journey because I'm starting that journey. Okay, what keeps you going each day? My destiny keeps me going because I believe I was born for a purpose, and my purpose is my destiny. So that keeps me going. The other thing that keeps me going is my family. And my family, I mean my husband and my children. That is what keeps me going. Yeah, the fact that I was born, I have a destiny, and my family is what keeps me going. The other question, have you ever been cheated in life? Cheated on? My friend. In this Nairobi, I'm not special. Yeah, of course, I've ever been cheated. Let's not dwell too much on that. At what age did you get married? I got married at 23. Happy New Year, Wambo. Did you manage to go to university? No. But there, I'm answering as honest as I can be. So I did not go to university. Why? I had passed, yes, but sisi ni wanne kwetu, and we were raised. Actually, I was raised by my grandfather and my grandmother. So now wengine wako nyuma yako ni wale unaambiwa si wewe umesoma mpaka form 4 unaweza jisaidia, kuna wengine nyuma yako. So and most of us have gone through that, but we say you make yourself better each and every day. Kukikucha, do not go to bed when you have not learned something new. So right now, if I want to go to school, I'll go. And actually, it is one of my goals. This year, I will go back to school because now I can do that for myself. I am not depending on anyone to pay school fees for me. I'm not depending on my parents and all that. So you can always go back to school. There is no time until I'm too old to go back to school. No, knowledge is power, and it does not have an age limit. So that one I'll do when I'm already in marriage. So do you have a Premier Gang WhatsApp, or we can form one as our day ones? Yes, we have a Premier Gang, guys. I'm going to put a link down here on my description box below so that you can just use it to join our Premier Gang group. How do you coordinate with your hubby on expenditure, or is it a situation in the current world ati kazi yote ni ya your husband? So she meant to say, how do you coordinate your expenditure, considering that in this current world every bill is your husband? Of course we do coordinate. We are brands, 2 brands. There is Wamboi Kajim, there is MC Jimmy Kajim, actually 3, and there is the AJs. So everybody earns. So AJs are earning, I earn, and my husband earns, and we put all at my husband's. There's AJ's Anne, I earn as well, and my husband earns. So we put all the money pamoja, and now we pay bills. But of course kuna ile ya I'm a baby girl. Kuna ile umejibakishia to brand kama tuwili tutatu just for you to take care of yourself, so that you don't just ask everything. Yani kila kitu unaitisha pad, kila kitu nini. No, there's that money as a woman you should have. So that one I have mine, but of course I contribute to okay, because we work as a brand, we are paid together, so si eti inalipwa. So brands zangu peke yangu is what I keep, but the brands that we work for as a family, we put the money together in a joint account, but kila mtu ako na account yake. Lazima mtu akuwe na pesa twake ama ni aje, but of course my husband takes care of everything. He's the head of the family and he likes it like that. So, but of course I'm not saying if he was in a fix I wouldn't chip in. Yeah, but he wants it like that. He's a gentleman. Yes, he's a gentleman. He doesn't handle everything. I am. Do you ever think of farming? I am an agronomist and would like to do something with you or the Kajim's foundation. Farming, for now, it's not something that I've ever thought of, we have ever thought of, but we don't know about the future. Yeah. Why did you change your YouTube from the Kajim family to Wamboi Kajim? So the reason as to why I did that is my husband was so busy with his work. He's a radio presenter, and apart from that, he's an MC, a great one at that. And of course, he's an event organizer. He runs a PS. He has a PA sound system. He has a lot of things that he does. So unapata getting his time to come shoot, it was very hard. But right now, he has arms to help him do that. So let us hope that this year he's going to be more on this YouTube channel, and maybe in future we might go back to the Kajim family. But for now, we stay as Wamboi Kajim, but it is because of the availability of my handsome, lovely husband. How do you grow mentally? There's a lot of things. One, the kind of content that I watch online, it is something that is always inspiring. The people I follow, the people I look up to, that one helps me grow mentally. And of course, I am born again Christian and I go to church, and our reverend is, he teaches us about life. He teaches the word and explains and tells us how to apply it in life. So mentally, we just don't talk. We don't just do things. We do things out of the teachings from our church and our Reverend Victor Gabriel from Wonders Tabernacle. He is a man full of wisdom, and he is a man who has seen a lot of things. So we look up to him, and of course now the content and older people, we just listen. Yeah, that is how we grow mentally. And of course reading books, watching some good movies. So but hapo kwa vitabu nilianza nikaacha, inakuja tu. Yeah, it is something that is also on my bucket list this year. So that is how we grow mentally. Ulipeleka wapi gari yako? Okay, to be honest, we sold that car, but now we have another one. Yeah, I have another car, an upgrade of that. So we thank God. We are just keeping it down. How do you manage to work? Who do you leave the baby with? In every institution, when a mom is given a maternity leave, it is for 3 months. So after 3 months unatafuta mtu anakuangalinia mtoto, but of course I have my sister in the house. I am always safe because my sister is in the house, and of course my nannies. Is the most expensive video that you've ever done? The most expensive? Baby shower? Yeah, maybe my baby shower. I heard your story before you got married that you were living in a 2-bedroom house. How much were you earning? And did you have a side hustle, or how did you manage? Of course, I was working, I was earning, and my money, the money that I was earning was enough for me to stay in a 2-bedroom house. Yeah. The other one is how do you manage your monthly budget? We budget in 3 months, like in every 3 months, ama 6 months. So we do shopping in bulk. We go to a wholesale, buy things in bulk, especially things like cooking flour, no, things like maize flour, there's wheat flour, yani soap and all that, yani things that do not expire, do not have a very short lifespan zenye hazi expire, the ones that don't expire within few days. So, and then we leave things like the daily ones that we buy, like breakfast, bread, milk and all that. Those are the things that we buy now and then. But for things like meat and all that, we do 2 weeks shopping for meat. We just put it in the freezer, and then anytime we want to cook meat, we just remove from the freezer. So with that, you find your expenditure, it goes down, because hakuna kitu inakwanga expensive kama kubai vitu kidogo kidogo. You see that to kiosks, to hapo chini, to mini supermarkets and all that, they are so expensive unless it's an emergency na kitu you really don't have. Just don't. Okay, for me, we don't buy things kidogo kidogo. We just buy them in bulk, and that really saves a lot. With this economy, you need to save. And of course, it is with everything, even some vegetables. If there are legumes, we boil beans, and other legumes, we put them in the freezer. So if any time you want to cook, like you want to cook mokimo, tumeshachemsha mahindi, iko kwa freezer, and you remove them. So but the freezer products, you don't put them for so long, otherwise they lose taste. So at most 3 weeks. Ni venye hatupendi vitu za fridge sana, but then again, for your budget tu, wewe ndio tu make yani hesabu zako vizuri, because you have to budget. There is savings, there is tithing, there is yani emergency, there is pesa ya nyumbani ya wazazi, yani you just have to plan everything. And for you not to find yourself overspending, ama you're earning a lot of money and you cannot account hii pesa ilienda wapi, hii pesa ilifanya nini. We actually account money each and every day. Jimmy anakuja ananiambia today I did this. Mimi nikienda namwambia today I bought this. It keeps us hivi, yani in line kabisa, ndio you don't just impulse buy, ama I was so much of an online shopper ama an impulse buyer. Yani tukienda tu mahali I see something, I just go for it. But to reduce that, I do the 2 weeks rule. The 2 weeks rule is, I see something, I like it, and then I give myself 2 weeks to see whether I can live without it, ama I really needed this thing. Yani I want it, but do I need it? I mean, 2 weeks zikifika and life still continues without this thing, it was not worth it to buy. So that is my 2 week rule, and it has helped me a lot. Juu I was such a spender. So that is how we manage the budget. Yani